What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. For those who are new here, welcome, and for all of my returning subscribers, hey. So today I wanted to show you guys a full updated video on everything that is going on currently in my garden. A lot has changed since the last time I've given you guys a full tour, including my deck. My deck is a hot mess. So I'm just going to run through everything, show you guys everything that I have growing, good, bad, and indifferent. So if you guys want to see, make sure you stay tuned. So we are currently refacing our deck. So these things would typically be up on the deck, but for right now I have them on this step here, and this is just my little Buddha head, and I have some sedum in here. I think it is the cutest thing. It's one of my favorites. And then on the next step here I just have, oh yeah, I do this every time I do one of these and I sniff my fingers, but some rosemary. And then I have a salad box here, which, as you can see, a lot of things have been going to seed in here because, as I said, it has gotten really hot here really quickly. So I'm just going to pull those little guys out that have gone to seed. And I feel like a lot of this is still edible, so I'll just leave the rest in here. But yeah, this is what the salad greens are looking like. Still glorious, still edible. And then on the bottom here I have a planter full of cilantro. I like to keep it down here on the bottom because it stays pretty shaded for the most part, so it doesn't bolt as fast as cilantro does, especially once it starts getting warm outside. I do see like this piece here is trying to go to seed, so I'm gonna just pinch that off. But I need to start harvesting more of this. I haven't really harvested a lot. As you can see, it is busting. So I will be making some guacamole tonight. All right, if you guys seen my container video, then you got a glimpse of my salad boxes here. As you can see, I got some more stuff that has gone to seed. This is my arugula here that decided to seed, and my little trellis fell apart. So my sweet peas here are just going on the ground because, like I said, we're redoing the deck right now and it needs to dry out. So I had to move these babies out the way. Again, we got some kale, red kale, and then just like various lettuces that I really need to harvest because I have a strong feeling that these will be bolting very soon as well, and I want to get the most out of them. All right, so up here actually on the deck, as you can see, like we have some unfinished things going on here. Like I said, we're remodeling. I'm going to say that 1,000 times. But I went on ahead, I pulled down my greenhouse. If you guys seen my videos in the past, excuse the wind, then you know that I had a mini greenhouse up on my deck. However, I did not need it for a lot, so I just made like a little makeshift greenhouse for the remainder of the plants that I still need to plant, which at this point are all peppers. If you guys want to know the varieties, then definitely check out my tomato and pepper variety video that I posted a couple of weeks ago. And then I did pick up a few more, so I guess I'll share what I have here. I have, this is a shiseido pepper. This is, I believe, a poblano. And then I got some sweet banana peppers just from a local nursery. And then this glorious baby here is a little container garden that I'm going to keep up on my deck for strawberries. If you guys seen my container gardening video on a budget, then you have seen these stackable planters before. I picked these up from the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. And the type of strawberries that I'm keeping in here, let me see, I know I have a tag in here somewhere. All right, so I'm doing the Berry Basket Hot Pink Strawberry Everbearing strawberries in this baby. And so far so good. I have, you know, have a few blooms on here. I need to put it in direct sun, but I think that these are going to do really well in this plant. Excuse me, in this planter. I would eventually like to get a green stalk, but it's not in my budget right now. So this will do for show. All right, so moving on to the side of my deck, I have this little small plot here. In this basket, I have some mint. I believe this is apple mint that I really need to harvest because it is busted, as you can see. Here I have some lemongrass that I need to put in the ground. That is lemon balm, or no, this is peppermint. This is peppermint. I put like just an extra cabbage that I had here. I direct sowed some okra, which has not come up yet. I think I'm gonna try to reseed it again soon. And then this little plant here is a blueberry tomato. It's been doing all right so far in this ground. This is the first time that I've planted directly in the ground at this location that I'm at. But so far so good. This one is a yellow pear. I got some oregano. This is lemon balm, which is busting as well. Got a few little weeds in there. And then this little guy, he looks quite sad. This is another blueberries tomato. And I don't know what's going on. Like I said, it's all in the same place. It was pretty small when I planted it, so I don't know if that's why, but he's not doing so good. He doesn't look very nice, but I'm going to keep him there to see what happens. And then I have a Clemson spineless okra here. I haven't gotten too much growth off of this as of yet, so I'm just going to wait and see what happens here. I have some busted balloons because we had a balloon fight the other night. And then here I have some garlic chives that I'm eventually going to pull out of this pot and put in this little plot here. And then further down the side of my house, I have 2 elderberry bushes. I don't think that I've showed you guys this before, but these came as bare root plants. And I got these from Spark Bros. And one of them, as you can see, is doing pretty good. We've got some nice little sprouts going on here. However, the other one, which is, this one is a York elderberry. And I guess I can tell you what this one is. This one is a Nova. So the Nova is doing great. However, the York is not. And I've got some weeds as well. So I'm going to contact them and see what they can do for me, maybe advise me on what I should expect here, if I should expect anything at this point, because they've both been in this plot now the same amount of time. So I would have assumed that this one would have been sprouting by now, but he's not, so wah. All right, so now we can make our way to my favorite part of the yard, and I'm going to show you guys the exact view that I love. I pulled out the hammock for the first time yesterday, which made me so happy. I actually took a nice nap outside, but let me show you my favorite view. Look at the glory. It looks good, doesn't it, Annie? Annie Bell, doesn't it look pretty? She hangs out here with me. That's my girl. And I just got this nice little wind chime. And I have my little fairy garden. Another one of those little stackable planters. I might end up taking this plant out only because this next to the succulents won't work as far as the watering is concerned. This needs a lot more water, obviously, than the succulents, but we'll see. I think it looks really cute though. All right, so now a quick little update on my blueberry bushes. I don't have action yet. My little blackberries. No action on here either. I don't know if I should expect anything this year. That's a little bit of action on this one. I forget the variety. I got these from the Home Depot. These are the Polaris blueberries. And then these ones are blue crop. So the blue crop, I don't have anything happening yet. No blooms or anything. But the Polaris got a nice little cluster there. So I'm hopeful. All right, so these are new. I actually picked these guys up from Hobby Lobby. These are where my cucumbers will trellis, and I do have 2 planted right now. I did have 1 here, but it ended up dying back. So I'll end up re-sowing something once these sweet peas fizzle out, which I don't know what the heck these are doing because I haven't even no blooms yet, but whatever. That's a borage there. The onions are still doing really good. The last time that you guys seen this bed, I had a few rows of radishes, which those were beginning to go to seed, so I just went on ahead and pulled those out. And since I've done that, the cabbage has been doing so much better. This one was the one that was really ravished on a lot, so it doesn't have as many large leaves, but looks like it's going to start trying to head up. This is the Savoy cabbage, and then you can also see this guy, which is the Brunswick cabbage, is trying to head up as well. Looks like we've got a little leftover radish. Pull that baby out. Nothing. All right, and these are the beets here. That right there are rutabagas, and I want to say some turnips, which haven't really gotten too large of roots yet. But look at my carrots. These guys especially, I think these ones were the black nebulas, are like looking glorious. I forget what I had in this section, but I'm gonna maybe re-sow that with, I have no idea, maybe just some flowers. Honestly, I don't want to put more carrots in there because I don't think that they'll germinate nicely. I think they'll end up just going to seed. But here I have some nasturtiums in this little pot here, and then I have some yarrow here. All right, you guys, so you have not seen this bed yet, or at least I don't think so. Do you have to bark at everything? She's a barker. So I have some really sad zucchinis right here. These are just green zucchini. On this trellis, I'm going to put my cucamelons. Right now, I just have 1 that's actually, sprouted. But I have 3 more inside that I'm going to put on each corner here. Hopefully, it'll do well. Then here I have some scallop squash, so like the patty pan squash. I have some straight neck squash, which is just a yellow squash. I went through and sowed some seeds for some flowers. So you'll see these 3 are sunflowers. I can't remember what this is, or if I even sowed that, to be honest. That might just be a weed, actually. And then this here is a marshmallow plant, which is a flower, a medicinal flower that you can actually harvest the leaves, the flowers, and the roots for tea. And then my tomatoes. This is the first little patch. These are all of my larger slicer tomatoes. I have a frilly, what is this called? Purple Ruffles basil here. I sowed some basil on the opposite side there. And then I have these 3 flowers, which are asters. And then I want to say I sowed like maybe some zinnias or something over here, but I can't remember. They haven't come up yet. But in this bed of tomatoes are all of my slicers. And as they begin to form tomatoes, I'll actually go over the varieties and stuff because, like I said, I have that other video. All right, and over here we have our potato bags. I feel like the wind's not going to let me be great, but enjoy this. And of course it's going to stop. All right, so like I was saying, these are Yukon Gold potatoes in here, and I just have 3 whole seeds in here. Not expecting to get a whole lot of potatoes out of these bags, but anything will make me excited because I really enjoy harvesting potatoes. Last year I just got a little taste of it and I was so excited with all 7 of my potatoes. So this year I'm excited. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot more than 7 potatoes and it's gonna be lit for sure. All right, so in this bed I have a ton of different things. So on this side here is kind of where I keep all of my herbs. So I have some lavender here, and it looks like I'm actually going to get some buds of lavender, so that makes me so excited. I cannot wait. I have some sage, which love sage so much. It's the shit. I have some chamomile in here as well as some weeds. Some chamomile here and here. This is anise, hyssop, some oregano, some holy basil that's starting to sprout, some dill, love dill. This is a borage, which is a nice flowering herb. You can eat the flowers and the leaves. It has like a cucumber taste. And this huge mound of thyme. The yellow one is more of like a lemon thyme, and then just some English thyme there, which is flowering. It looks so pretty. And then on this side over here we have some more lavender. This is a variegated lavender. I don't know that I'll get blooms off of this. I don't even know if this one blooms, but it smells amazing. And then this little carrot here, or not little at all, but this carrot was from last year, and I'm just letting it go. I don't think that I'll actually get a carrot from it. There's actually 2 here. I didn't realize that until just now, but I don't think I'll actually get a carrot from it, but I'm gonna let it go to seed so I can save them, and we'll just see what happens. Here is another borage plant along with some weeds. I guess I could have weeded before I started this video, but whatever. I have a basil plant here, which I actually need to plant in. These guys, these poor guys did not stand a chance, but these were just some extra green sausage tomatoes that I had, and I just decided not to do anything with them, clearly. So sad case. But in this bed you see I have 3 tomato plants, and these are all of my Roma varieties. So I have normal Roma, striped Roma, and then the green sausage, which is just like a green tomato. And then you guys have seen a billion and one times my garlic, which I'm so proud of. They look so good. In this basket here I have some strawberries coming along, which I'm really excited about. I feel like it's not going to be a ton, but it's going to be a nice little snack in the garden. And lastly, this jungle of love here. My gosh, you guys, this is way fuller than I ever even imagined it to be. And I purposely left it like this because I need to pull some things out, honestly. But I just wanted to show you guys all of its gloriousness. Just look at it. Okay, so of course, you guys have seen this bed. I have onions growing all the way around. Here are my Napa cabbages, I think. I thought these were Napa cabbages. I don't know. What is that in there? I don't know if that's supposed to be there or not. But yeah, Napa cabbages. I don't know what that is. That's really weird. If you guys have seen that before, let me know. I want to peek down in this one to see. Well, there's some in there too. Is that just like a natural thing? Does that just happen? Try to focus. There we go. Does that just happen in cabbages? So this one is starting to head up, but maybe that's just a natural thing. I don't know. I've never seen that before. I need to spray because I have a few little holes in here. Nothing major though. All right, and over here, inside here, we have some radishes sown in between these crops, and then I have 3 broccolis here which have not yet started to produce broccoli heads, but I'm still hopeful. We'll see what happens. And then looks like these radishes are not going to come to fruition. Looks like they are going to seed, which is fine. I'll just pull those out. Like I said, I need to pull out a lot of things. But then we have some Swiss chard within here, and then we have some kohlrabi. Let me see if I can dig deep. There we go. I want to pull this one out today to try out. I think I'm going to pull 2 out. The 2 bigger ones I'll pull out, giving the other ones some more space to grow. And then my mustard greens here are going to seed. I didn't think that they were going to go to seed this fast, to be honest, but I'll go on ahead and harvest the leaves off of those, as well as some collards, so I can have like some nice sauteed greens. I think that'll be good. And then this little guy in here is a dino kale that I popped in there to replace this not cabbage, but collards that have gone to seed. I'm actually going to save some of the pods for seed, but all of this needs to come out. This bed really needs cleaned up. As you can see, it's busting. It's just too much going on. And of course, y'all, I don't know, you guys will have to go back and look at the first tour, but this comfrey. This comfrey is out of control. So I'm gonna chop all of this back, and I'm gonna look up, if you guys have suggestions for recipes for how to make fertilizer using comfrey, I would highly appreciate all suggestions down in the comment section below. That will be super duper helpful. All right, so that is it. That is all for everything that is currently growing in my garden. Again, if you guys missed, I am in zone 6B-ish, Central Ohio. My setting is in like a more suburban neighborhood, which is why I don't have a lot more. And hopefully I've given you guys some ideas, if you live in a same sort of setting, some different ways that you can grow a lot, or at least enough to like supplement some food resources for yourself. I love fresh food. I love vegetables. So for me, it just made sense to grow as much as I can in the space that I have. And I've only been doing this now for just about 4 years at this point, and I have absolutely fallen in love with the process of gardening, and then the idea of having control over some of my food sources. Given where I am, I don't have full control, obviously, especially with, you know, meat and stuff like that. We can't have chickens out here. So, you know, for stuff like that, we try to support local farmers as much as we possibly can. Like, we get beef from a friend that raises his own meat, as well as chickens. Eggs, I would like to find a resource, but for right now, the easiest resource for me is going to the grocery store. So it's nice to have, like I said, just a little bit of control. And I highly encourage everybody to grow something, even if it's in, you know, a really small container. I've showed you guys examples of how I've been going about that, just growing strawberries or just growing salad greens and peas, which is all really, really easy stuff to grow. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tour. Definitely stay tuned. I will be keeping you guys updated. Like I said, I'm cleaning out that bed soon because, yeah, it's a hot mess. So I'll be keeping you guys updated on what I will be doing next. So until the next one, I thank you guys so much for stopping by. Peace out.